In this video, we are going to see the solution to numerical problem number 28 from chapter 3 of Newton ISC Physics. The question says that we have been given with 2-point charges of magnitude 1 microcoulomb and -1 microcoulomb situated at a distance of 2 centimeter apart. And these combo of charges constitute an electric dipole. So you can see here they have already mentioned that this system is constituting an electric dipole, and this entire system is placed in a uniform electric field of 1 into 10 to the power of 5 volt per meter. And the question asks us to find out the maximum torque that is going to be experienced by the dipole. That's the first part of the question. And the second part of the question says what will be the work done rotating it through 180 degree from the equilibrium position, friends. So there are two different distinctive parts to this particular problem. This is one of the wonderful problem from Newton Physics, and at class 12th level that becomes a very important problem also, that you should understand how this type of particular questions are going to be solved. Friends, if you haven't yet watched my video on torque experienced by the dipole and the work done in rotating a dipole, I will highly recommend you to go and watch that video also, so that you can understand the solution of this particular numerical problem. The link of the same is being given on the top right hand corner, so you can go and press the I button on the top right hand corner and you can watch those videos, friends. Friends, when a dipole is placed in an electric field, it starts experiencing a torque. The magnitude of the torque experienced by the dipole is given by the expression torque is equals to Pe sin theta. In this, the symbol P stands for dipole moment, and the dipole moment of any dipole is defined as product of the magnitude of any of the charges. Magnitude, remember, so I can use 1 over here in this 1 micro, and 2L stands for the distance of separation, and in this case the distance of separation has been given as 2 centimeter. So it happens to be the product of torque happens to be the product of P, that is the dipole moment, electric field, the uniform electric field in which the dipole is placed, and sine of theta, where theta happens to be the angle between the dipole moment and the electric field vector. Now friends, if you place a given dipole in different positions, making different angles with the electric field, the magnitude of the torque is going to differ because sin theta will be different. For example, suppose there is a uniform electric field like this. Can you see over here? So there is an electric field which is directed from left to right, and I am placing a dipole in such a manner that the dipole moment is perpendicular to the electric field vector. So in this case the torque value will be something different. Here theta becomes 90 degree. So if I substitute 90 degree, the torque value will be P into sin 90 degree is 1. Now what I can do, I can place dipole in some other orientation also. For example, once again you can see here electric field is directed from left to right, and the dipole is now placed in such a manner that the dipole moment, can you see this line? This is the dipole moment, and the dipole moment in this case is making an angle of 0 degree. Now if the dipole moment makes an angle of 0 degree, what will be the torque? Torque will be once again Pe, and sin 0 is 0. So torque will be 0, friends. Here torque is Pe sine of 90 degree, and what is sine 90 degree? That is 1. The torque is equals to P. Now, so once you start placing the dipole in different orientation, you would get different values for torque. Now, in what orientation is the torque maximum? Now remember friends, as theta varies, the value of torque varies. So in order to get a maximum value of torque, I need theta sin theta to be maximum. And what is the maximum value of sin theta? That was 1, isn't it? So a torque will be, the torque experienced by the dipole will be maximum whenever theta becomes 90 degree or dipole is placed perpendicular to the perpendicular to the electric field. So maximum torque happens to be P times E. What is P? Let's calculate the P for this particular dipole. P happens to be the magnitude of the charge, which is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6, and the distance between them. What is the distance between the two charges? Here in this particular equation it happens to be 2 centi. Centi means 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Simplifying it, it comes out to be 2 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb meter. So that is the dipole moment of this given dipole. So substituting the value over here, dipole moment happens to be 2 into 10 to the power of minus 8. E happens to be, the electric field happens to be 1 into 10 to the power of 5. On solving that, I get it as 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3, and the unit of torque happens to be Newton meter. So that is the maximum torque experienced by our dipole. And in what orientation, किस position में torque will be maximum? The torque will be maximum whenever theta is 90 degree, or you can say the dipole moment is perpendicular to the electric field vector. As we just now discussed, that when a dipole is placed in electric field at different orientation, making different angles with the electric field, the torque values varies. So friends, if the dipole was placed perpendicular to the electric lines of forces or electric field, we just now noticed that the torque was maximum. So when theta was 90 degree, that means the dipole moment of the dipole makes an angle of 90 degree. The torque was maximum, and we just now found out that value was PE, isn't it friends? Now if I place a dipole in such a manner that this is the dipole moment, okay friends, so in such a manner that the dipole moment is parallel to the electric field. This is the electric field friends, so you can see the dipole moment is parallel to the electric field. So theta is 0 degree, and then in the torque experience a 0 force. Similarly, what I can do, I can place the torque in such a manner, say for example over here, that the dipole moment and the electric field vectors are opposite to each other. So here is dipole moment is opposite to that of electric field vector. The theta in this case happens to be 180 degree. So torque once again happens to be PE sin 180 degree, and sin 180 degree is 0. So torque once again happens to be 0. Newton meter, Newton meter. So in this orientation, the torque experience was maximum. In what orientation I am talking about? I am talking about an orientation in which theta is 90 degree, while in these two positions the torque experience is 0 degree. Now whenever the torque is 0, so the body then comes in rotational equilibrium. Whenever a dipole is placed in a uniform electric field, the net force was already 0. Since the net force was already 0, the body was already in translatory equilibrium. Now kindly note, since the body is in rotational equilibrium as well as in translatory equilibrium, I would say the body is in equilibrium. But what type of equilibrium it is? Is this the orientation of a stable equilibrium, or is it as orientation of unstable equilibrium? So there can be two states. When theta is 0 degree, that's one state, and when theta is equals to 180 degree, that's another state. So there are two different states in which the dipole can be placed in equilibrium position. One will be called as stable equilibrium, another one is going to be called as unstable equilibrium. Though this question does not deal into that much detail, but I would like you all to at this juncture should be able to understand what is stable equilibrium of a dipole as well as what is unstable equilibrium of a dipole. So friends, we know that whenever a dipole is placed in different orientation, it experiences a different torque. At theta 90 degree, that means whenever the dipole moment is perpendicular to electric field vector, the torque experienced by the dipole was maximum. But whenever the dipole was placed either parallel to the electric field vector, as you can see over here, or anti-parallel to the electric field vector, the torque was zero. So the torque was zero, so the dipole was in rotational equilibrium. We already know that whenever a dipole is placed in any uniform electric field, the net force is already zero. Why net force is zero? Suppose somebody has got that doubt coming into his mind. So friends, this is a positive charge. So every positive charge when placed in electric field, it experiences a force F is equals to QE in the direction of electric field, and a negative charge will experience a force in the direction opposite to the direction of electric field. So these two are the forces which are, one is directed along the direction of electric field, another one is directed opposite to the direction of electric field. Hence both the forces will cancel out each other. Similarly over here also, this is a positive charge, so force will be directed in the direction of electric field. So here the force will be directed in the direction of electric field, that's the direction of the force, F is equals to QE. And here the force will be directed opposite to the direction of electric field, that is like this, so force will be QE. Now you can see in both the orientation the forces are directed opposite to each other, whether here or whether here. In both the cases the forces are directed opposite to each other, so they cancel out each other. So that's the reason why the net force is zero. So in both of these orientation, whether theta is equals to 0 degree or whether theta is equals to 180 degree, the dipole is in translatory equilibrium also as well as in rotational equilibrium. So I can say the dipole is in equilibrium position. Now out of these two positions that I have shown over there, this one and this one will be called as a stable equilibrium, one is going to be called as unstable equilibrium. Now we need to think about what is a stable equilibrium and what is unstable equilibrium. Friends, if I take one example, suppose this is a table surface and there is a block which is kept like this. Since the net force acting on the block is zero, you can say this block is in equilibrium. Similarly, I can place the same block in this manner also. Now when the block is placed in this manner also, the net force acting onto the block will be zero. Now since the forces acting on the block is zero, both the stages, both the states of the block or the break is in equilibrium, but which one is the stable equilibrium position and which one is unstable equilibrium position? Now how to judge, how to come on to that condition? Remember, the stable equilibrium position is one in which potential energy is minimum. So out of these two orientation, that means the two orientation of equilibrium, the one which has minimum potential energy will be the state of stable equilibrium. Now look into this. Do you think out of these two states, state 1 and state 2, which one has a minimum potential energy? Now in this particular example, the potential energy will be the gravitational potential energy. So let's try to find out the potential energy over here. What will be the potential energy? Being a mechanical system, potential energy will be mgh. Now let's see, this is the center of gravity of this point and the height of this point will be something over here. So potential energy will be mgh1. Let's say if this height happens to be h1. And look at this. What is the center of gravity point? Remember, this is going to be the intersection of the diagonal somewhere over here. And let's say this height happens to be h2. So out of these two positions, out of this and this position, which one has got minimum potential energy? Obviously this one, the second position, has got potential energy to be minimum in comparison to this. So this position will become my position of stable equilibrium. Is this clear? So equilibrium itself means equilibrium can be an stable equilibrium and equilibrium can be unstable equilibrium. Now, in case of electrostatics, friends, out of these two positions, which position of the dipole is the position of stable equilibrium and which position of the dipole is the position of unstable equilibrium? So in order to get the position of stable and unstable equilibrium, I need to know the potential energy of the dipole. So potential energy of the dipole happens to be minus Pe cos theta. If you haven't studied this particular expression, you don't know from where I am deriving it out, please click on the top right hand corner I button, you will get the explanation over there. So potential energy of the dipole happens to be minus Pe cos theta. In the first example, theta becomes 0. So minus Pe, if theta is 0, it will be cos 0 and cos 0 happens to be 1. So potential energy comes out to be minus Pe. Now for the second one, potential energy will be minus Pe cos 180 degree. Isn't it, friends? Now whenever cos 180 degree is there, cos 180 degree is minus 1. So this becomes minus Pe cos 180 degree being minus 1. So that becomes plus Pe. So out of these two positions, which position do you find to have minimum potential energy? This is for theta is equals to 0 and this is for theta is equals to 180 degree. Out of these two positions, which position has got minimum potential energy, friends? So you can see for theta is equals to 0, the potential energy is minimum. So this becomes stable equilibrium position when theta is 0. That means P is parallel to electric field, and unstable equilibrium position comes out to be for theta is equals to 180 degree. That is P is opposite to electric field vector. So take care about these two positions. They will help you to understand and to solve the problem. Friends, let's get back to the problem. The problem says, what will be the work done for rotating the dipole through 180 degree from the equilibrium position? Now let's suppose our electric dipole is placed in electric field making some angle theta. Now in this position, friends, the electric field itself will try to rotate the dipole and will try to bring the dipole to such a position where the potential energy is minimum. And I just now told you in what orientation the potential energy of any dipole will be minimum. That is whenever the dipole moment becomes parallel to the electric field vector, friends. So in this situation, from any angle theta to this orientation, that is theta is equals to 0 or stable equilibrium position, potential energy being equal to minus times of P, the work will be obtained. So here the work will be done by the field, and this work done by the field will always be obtained by you. So work, we will say work is obtained. Now that's one thing that you should take care. Now what can be the second thing? If any external agent wants to do the work, that means if the external agent has to do the work, so whenever the work is done by external agent, and this is what is known as in general definition as work done. So if I have to do some work, if the external agent has to do some work, he has to move the dipole from the orientation of stable equilibrium to some other orientation. So that is what they mean when they say what will be the work done for rotating it. So whenever you have to do the work must be done by the external agent, and that must be done from the point of minimum potential energy to the point to any other point. So work done by the agent is always equal to change in potential energy. And change in potential energy, so from where? Change always in physics means potential energy final minus potential energy initial. So from where are you going to move the body? You are going to move the body from the position of stable equilibrium. Now from the position of stable equilibrium, so potential energy final minus what is initial potential energy? Potential of stable equilibrium. So that means I am supposed to move this dipole from the position of stable equilibrium. So this happens to be the position of stable equilibrium. Theta being equal to 0, potential energy being minus PE, and rotate it by how much degree they want me to rotate it? They want me to rotate the dipole by an angle of 180 degrees. So if I rotate it by an angle of 180 degrees, so this becomes plus and this becomes minus, and my dipole moment will now be directed in this particular manner. So theta will now be equal to 180 degree, and this is the position of unstable equilibrium, and here the potential energy will be minus PE cos of 180 degree, and cos 180 degree is minus 1, so that becomes plus P. So this is my initial orientation and this becomes my final orientation. So what is the final potential energy? That is PE. What is my initial potential energy? That is minus PE. So what is the work done? The work done in this situation becomes equals to 2 times of PE. Is that clear? So let's substitute that. Work done is equals to 2 into what is the dipole moment? Dipole moment was 2 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb meter. We have just now calculated into what is the magnitude of electric field? That is 1 into 10 to the power of 5. So let's solve it out. 2 2s are 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3. The work done will be 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 joule. And remember friend, this is the work done by the external agent. Friends, thank you for watching. Don't forget to give a like or comment. अगर अभी तक आपने मेरे इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज डू द सेम. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that whenever a new video is loaded, you get the notification. Take care, and we will meet back again with a new video and a new solution. Thank you, friends.